Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mafakata, and good evening to Jess, who it seems has just had a birthday. Did you know, Mafakata, plastic surgery is actually an option in The Sims 3? And I have avoided it. Like the plague. Welcome, welcome. I'm hoping that that will fix itself. There we go, it fixed itself. Interesting that it does that. I didn't know. I guess normally I've had everything run on single scenes, and so okay, I see what it's doing. I know exactly what it's doing, but that's fine. I've got how are you this evening? And Jess, if you're still there, how are you? Welcome. Welcome to you both. Oh, it was Mother's Day. Mother's Day was great. As you may have seen in Discord, my mom and I went thrift shopping, which was very fun. Well, we didn't actually end up buying anything. Despite the fact that we saw some great stuff, clearly. That 2013 poster will haunt my memories. Oh, glad to hear it. Glad that you're doing okay. And so, but yeah, so we had dinner. Oh, Meehan, thank you for the host. – 2013 was already plenty weird, Mafakata. I remember I was 16 for part of that year and 15 for part of it, and ergo, I was a big old mess. I was a mess. A lot. A lot is the honest answer. But definitely that year. Woo! It was a lot. Meehan, hello. How are you doing? I'm still kind of a mess. I'm less of a mess now. I've got a job. I've got a debit card. Things are looking up for me. You're good. Glad to hear it. Are you getting settled into your new place? I hope so. Anyways, we'll be ready to be started in just a mo. I know I'm late, so I'm giving people a minute. I was late yesterday. I'm sorry. We have been busy this weekend. We were visiting my sister yesterday, who now lives out of town. Mavocado, that's, you should quote yourself on that. Unpacking is a black hole, but you've made progress. I know that, like, the first apartment I moved to in New Jersey, I didn't even unpack. I was like, I can't do it. I shouldn't. I really want to get out of this place. Pretty much as soon as I moved in, I was like, temporary. I don't think so. What your main present was for your birthday. Absolutely. I hope it was something good. Mavocado, I hope so, unless you've made another quote since. Otherwise, there'll be like a 28 that'll get moved back to... I don't actually know how that works. Meehan, if Mavocado deletes a quote that's not the most recent quote, will everything get shifted back? A brand new pet? That's so exciting. Dog, cat, lizard? And also, what is its name? That was from The Sims. I mean, that was from last week, because I was, designing outfits. I feel compelled to explain, always. Anyways, let's load the save file. Continue without login. No need. The test family. One of these days, I'm gonna remember... Well, I'm not gonna remember to change the name of the household on this file, but one of these days, there will be a new name. And everyone's gonna be like, oh, Axamin remembered to work on stream stuff outside of stream? Never. Oh, your mom's allergic? Sorry to hear it. Avocado, I'm saying nothing. Except for all the things that I'm currently saying, but don't take those as indications that I don't want you to do what you're about to do. This whole thing kind of works by me talking. Good job, Jenny. And thank you, Avocado. Yeah, it works now. Perfect, and that's from last night. It's about rabbit. Aw. I used to go to it was both a summer camp and they had like weekends where you could come with your family on like Memorial and Labor Day. And they had a pet rabbit, and they also had rabbits in like the petting zoo. And the pet rabbit lived in the dining hall, and his name was Sir Bowinkle. He was a little black bunny, and he was super, super cute. And oftentimes we would be some of the last families there. My father takes forever to pack. When things aren't like super hectic, they'll let you go back into like the back office and hold and pet the rabbit. And he was always, super docile about it. And I have fond memories. It's your first time having a pet rabbit. It's tremendously exciting. Don't have a desk for your personal computer right now, so you haven't set up your... No worries, Meehan. Jenny can wait. But you know what can't? Me, waiting on this game. Hello, the loading, please. Hello, Togepi. How are you doing this evening? Welcome on in. Bonjour et bonsoir. Well, then perhaps the one that they had at the camp that I knew, who was a lucky one. But any pet treated right. I think any pet treated right has the potential to be a wonderful companion. Also, my hair is annoying me, so I may just be constantly fiddling with it. What else is new? So, pin that back. It's fun. It's just, I've got like wings today. That's what's annoying me. I should just part it in the middle and have wings on both sides. Meehan, don't think I didn't catch that. Well, Togepi, I was late today, so no worries. Which VOD were you watching? This is... People who actually watch Twitch VODs are sort of fascinating to me because I feel like no one does. And so I'm wondering what are good things to go back to after the fact? Or is it just you're finishing ones where you had to fall asleep? Because that would make more sense. Ah, I see, Mopkata. We love Katamari. Ah, okay. Katamari, reroll is still on my list. There we go, and we're in. Oh, right. These two have eyes for each other, and I'm not gonna let that happen. Oh boy. Fred, good evening. How are you doing? Welcome on in. Give me just a sec. I'm gonna get a hair tie. Also, I'm gonna let the game get settled because sometimes it just needs a minute. It's The Sims 3. It's picky. And then I'll do last time on The Sims 3. I also just ate, so forgive me. Forgive me for everything, but just for that protrusion of, If the boy name picked out if it's a boy rabbit. What is it? I want to know. Put my hair ties. We're gonna do a little style segment. I'm gonna teach you how to do the hairdo that I had last night. Okay? I'm gonna just blow myself up for this, because why not? Eco, I love it. Okay. So, take all the hair that's sort of up high, and you bunch it so that when you're holding it, it has this sort of flamethrower effect. Maybe ember. It's more of an ember. And I know the green screen's hitting my forehead a little. When you tie that back, I have high strength, heavy duty hair bands to help me with this. You're very welcome. I think Kiku's an excellent name. And then, because you got all this extra stuff down here, Mom, God, I need to do an updo. I'm serious. Take some bobby pins, and hopefully I can do this with 2, but sometimes it takes 4. You sort of pin back the back so that it starts to hide away rather than fly away. Because if your hair looks like Canadian geese, it's flying away home, you know what I'm saying? Is anyone catching the movie reference? About a girl who raised geese. From like the 80s. There we go. And then sometimes the sides may have some trouble and but tonight they're not. Canadian geese are terrible, Mavocata. Absolutely terrible. So I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay. This is a little bigger than I was, I'm pretty sure. There we go. That's more like it, I think. I hope. Now then, let's play the game, shall we? So, last time we Toby finally grew up and we styled her, and she's got an amazing look now. Watch the VOD if you want to see. This time, I was actually debating. I know what I said I was going to do last time, but part of me wants to dive in on Roberta's lifetime wish because she wants to have a sentient robot, and she needs to continue her bot building skill, which we've been neglecting a bit. Her lifetime wish is just one that I can't do with a full house. But since we're moving people in and out right now, I could do it. And so I am interested in potentially doing that. Otherwise, we'd do what I had planned, which is Tad and Mahmood would adopt a baby. Hello, Nutfurry. Welcome on in. So if anyone has any opinions to voice, please do so while I read what Mihan just said. So without saying too much, my work involves smart home devices, and the place you're renting has a device from a competitor, and apparently requires a subscription for full access. So you're considering asking your landlord if you can replace it with one of the development devices you have while you live here. And is this a predicate to your landlord said no and screw you? I hope not. Also, if it's a device that you're like, testing, that's quite interesting. Mavocata, I think you're right. How about you think you're the host? Here's the thing. I've never had more than a second date. So. Wouldn't know. I've gotten past a first date, though. It's just, things. I promise, I'm plenty nice to be around. There are reasons. Not nearly any of which having to do with me. I'm sure I have my own things, but fundamental incompatibility on other scales. So Roberta, yeah, I think I want to do Roberta's. I'm going to amend plans. You don't know if you want to or not. Mihan, I can say this. Having a partition between work and home life is always a good thing. So yeah, so I just need to make a slot, which means we need to do a little edit towning. I need to... Who to kick out to make room? I'm gonna kick out Toby. No, I'm gonna kick out Zeshka. Not kick out, I should say. I clarify that. I'm just gonna move them to the house of spouse. TBH, welcome back. Hello. College teachers. Oh my gosh. Such a mixed bag. You've got some people who are super into their area of study and have way too high of expectations, almost to the point of being crushing. You have some people who are way too into their area of study and do research at the expense of teaching. You have some people who are actually legitimately there to teach and do a good job and also do their research on the side. And those are the best ones. Seek them out wherever you can find them. You've got some people who are really willing to work with you in office hours. You have some people who are intimidating in office hours but still valuable. And even those you still want to seek out where you can. You've got some people who teach at odd hours, but because they teach at odd hours and get away with it consistently, it's because they're good, and you want to seek those out, because if you can get yourself awake for an 8 a.m. with a really good professor, it's way better than having an 11 a.m. with a bad professor. And then there are just bad teachers, and avoid them like the plague. Exile! Yeah, that exile makes more sense. Not evict, split. Give me Zezhka. You know, what I might do, I'm gonna go to the House of Spouse for, like, just a second, because I think they need more beds. How am I doing? I'm doing well. TBH, how have you been? It is lovely to see you. Okay. Yep. Well, TBH, I'm glad to have you back. Yeah, I think that's correct, Togepi, and so I should remedy that before I send what I think is a 6th person to that house. Because they can only rotate on the bed so much. And they're all, like, married or important in other ways. I just hope none of them die. That would be a really sad way to end the series. TBH, I'm glad that you've been amazing. Busy ain't the worst thing in the world. Trust me, I'm busy right now, but busy's better than bored. How's the music level, by the way? Can you hear it? I watched back the Sims VOD from last time, and I realized the music was quite soft. Not that it's a bad thing that it's soft, but I want it to be audible but background. And if you're saying audible and good, I believe that's where we want it to be. Okay. Okay, merge with... Oh. You. Merge with... I always forget the order of operations for this. Yeah, okay, we're only putting in a 5th. And they do have money, because each time I single out one of them, they get, you know, another set of cash. Okay. So we'll have some money when we go there. And, you know, Winnie and Rick have been over there for a while since they were the first 2 to finish their lifetime wishes. Susu! Welcome on in! How have you been? Oh! You know what? I can't go. I can't go because if I do... I'll lose my progress on Tad's lifetime wish. Yes, Winnie did join the military. So, okay. I'm gonna finish that first. That is gonna be order of operations A number 1 task. Return to game. Just continue. Zezhka, get out of my house. I love you. You're my son. Leave. I hope he doesn't quit his job. I mean, he seemed to be happy in his job. Okay, so how many more do I need to... I only need to do 11. We're so close. We're literally so close. AD, thank you. By the way, Mafkata, if you would. I don't personally feel like I look all that nice, but I appreciate it. Okay. Just get the blooms. Like Judy. And Death, I'm glad to hear that you're not doing bad. That is a wonderful thing. Alright, Tad, if you could please come take care of this. Yes, the Holiday Weasel is playing. I love that Tad is probably going to finish his lifetime wish in his bathing suit. Oh, Roberta had a little issue. She's fine. Okay, we need to do one more. It does. He's also a celebrity. He's just giving a show for Elena, who never leaves my property. Like, Elena, you could go. I should build a fence. You know what I should build a balcony. But another one. Okay. So I think in order to refill his fairy juice... No, shouldn't say it like that. In order to refill his magic, he needs to sleep. Is that a gnome? Ugh. I hate the gnomes. Mom Fukada. Don't think I won't end you. Alright, sleep. An item that you can buy with real money, and every cent that they make off of it they give to help veterans. Oh. Well, that is nice. Is it every cent that the... Wait, when you say that, do you mean all profits or all revenue? Because there is a difference in how magnanimous I feel like they're being. No! Don't play cat! Oh my gosh. Can you please go to bed? Okay, go to bed in this bed then. I just need you to sleep. Okay, if it's all profits rather than all revenue, it's fine. I mean, if it's just an in-game item, I mean, they probably amortize some R&D, but it'll be close. It'll be close to all the money that we'd make off of it. And there's some transaction fees. Yeah, it's still okay. Alright. You just... Okay, no, he's actually going to sleep. Good for him. Alright, so as soon as he wakes up, we're finally going to finish Tad's Lifetime Wish after how many episodes? Eric, hello. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Also, Toby's just standing there in the bathroom menacingly. That's great. Oh, the music that's in the back is Kevin MacLeod. Frog in a frog head. Oh, blood, that sounds adorable. And I've got to thank you. Thank you for shouting out Eric, who was working on 100%ing Pokemon Red and Blue. Thank you for shouting out blood. You've gotten a lot of new emotes. They're terrific. Blood, of course you can have it. You just have to pay the price. If you want to cross the bridge, my sweet, you've got to pay the toll. So take a gulp and take a breath and then just sign the scroll. Sorry, that it feels like there should be an exclamation in there. Yeah, so that's why I was saying, Mihan, they'd probably amortize the R&D, after which point, you know, after that, or would it? No, it would be amortization. It's been so long since I've taken accounting. But after which point, you know, it would be all gravy. Mihan, you're too nice. All right, Tad's ready. He's ready to go. How many more do I need to do? 4. I almost said 6 because the last digit was a 6. 3. Tad, it's time. Oh, I'm so proud of him. Tad has been one. Oh my gosh, how much lifetime happiness does he? And he's about to get 25,000. Oh my gosh. Tad's gonna be so happy. Really, he lives a very charmed life. Again, not a joke based on the fact that he's a fairy and has magic. But, you know, he, of all the people in the house, has stayed largely out of the madness. He has his own separate house, which helps. If he doesn't want to deal with Ronnie, he can just go sleep in the other fairy house, you know? Ooh, things are thawing. No, not for it. I totally get it. Speaking of which, I have not picked a charity for the month of May, and I'm sorry because it's like May 10th, it's May 9th. But I just... Hello? Oh my gosh! One more then. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that emote's one of the Pride ones, I think, right? Yeah, it's from, I think it's from 2020. Yay. Now then, what to buy? Tad is a married homeowner with abundance of recreational plants that he grows himself. Contender for best sim. Yeah, that's why he's getting one of the kids. I've decided also that Roberta's contribution to season 2 is going to be a robot butler. Am I feeling better from yesterday? Yes. I'm continually feeling better than I did on Friday. And then I did for most of the week leading up to Friday. Oh, it's 19. That's right, because all of the 2021s were bad. Not all of them, but still. They did a worse job. The 2019 ones were great. I could buy a teleportation pad. I could buy a Young Again potion. I could buy an Age Freeze potion. I could buy a Moodlet Manager. Half there. Yeah, that's fair. Gosh, I think... Yeah, I think I'm gonna get him Moodlet Manager, because I feel like that's, you know, that's just sort of Tad's whole thing anyway. You know, too blessed to be stressed. Have they ever done like a rerun of any of the emotes where you can get the ones that you're missing? Yeah, let's do it. Oh, it's an item. I forgot that. So how does this work? Cure. Zap. How does this work? Okay. I'm gonna try having Tad cure himself. Oh, he's standing right by the door, of course. Oh, well that didn't work. I think mine's busted. Yeah, the bees. The bees were good. Okay, well. Maybe Tad shouldn't try to play God. Anyways. Roberta! Birdie Bot. How are you doing? I hope you're lovely. Oh, look! Little Toby's graduation is today. I'm not gonna worry about that because I'm busy with Roberta. So Roberta, again, her lifetime wish is to be more than a machine. She wants to reach level 10 in the bot building skill and give a Plumbot sentience. Now, I did work with her a fair amount on bot building. I got her to level 4. Yeah, we're gonna... So the first part of today is gonna get her to level 10. And then the second part of today is going to be me figuring out how to actually build a Rabbit, so that I can have her make a Rabbit. Because, you know, she needs to do that. This has been her goal for so long, and we're finally getting through everyone else's. You know, Brian's is done. Ronnie's is, okay, hers is just... I don't think hers is ever going to happen, if I'm honest. If she remains unfulfilled, I'm fine with it. But Tad's is done, Brian's is done, Scarlet's was alchemy. Oh, wow. That's gonna take an episode. But this is gonna be a Ronnie episode, or a Roberta episode. It's been a while since we've had one. Okay, she's ready to go. But I moved. I moved the portal to my enormous backyard. Yeah, that one is also nice blood. Some of these I forget are even from the Pride set because they're just, I mean, not just, all right, hold on. Let me rephrase. I forget that they're from the Pride set because they're just good on their own. Most out of focus. Yeah, Scarlet, even when it's not her episode, tends to find a way of sneaking in. And Winnie and Rick, we've sort of explicitly chosen to make them out of focus. And so for Winnie, it's totally in character, and Rick, I just sort of couldn't deal with him anymore and sent him away. Pay the bills. Roberta has been existing a bit on the periphery, and I'd like to fix that. I did try to get her to date a robot, though the robot didn't seem to be having any of it. Though I think it would be a match made in heaven. Yeah! And, Zibenton, welcome on in. We are doing a bit of Into the Future today. I'm gonna figure out how to build a robot. That is currently today's goal. Zwippy, hello. Mavocado, that's another one. If you would. Yeah, there was a robot that I had Roberta make best friends with, and then I had to try her, I tried having her start to flirt with the robot. The robot wasn't interested. Didn't want to. I respect that. Ooh, I've got a good question. The answer will be discussed on the next episode of Doctor Who. So things are going well. I'm doing much better than I was yesterday. And it's been a nice Mother's Day. They actually did that? Well, Mavocado, art imitates life, and perhaps I had seen that episode and subconsciously knew. I don't know. I've seen television before. Hard as it may be to believe, I realize that, my whole general outlook on culture and media tends to suggest that I just, in my free time, sit in a dark room eating table water crackers with maybe a thin spread of peanut butter, waiting for the lights to turn back on so that I can do another live stream. Also fair, Eric, also fair. So I definitely didn't then, Monfcada. I know I've not seen any of his stuff. Also, if you've never had table water crackers before, one of the happiest things that I discovered while I was living in England, despite the fact that all of their food is flavorless and by extension the table water crackers are flavorless, they're the right kind of flavorless, where they go nicely with a cheese. And they're good and thick. Now, Mihan, when did you have tables? Oh, that's right. I forgot that Roberta used to she dated Joelle. Where does one get table water? Oh dear, she's nauseous from the space. Poor dear. Are you okay, honey? Well, in France it would be la table. No, it wouldn't be tableau. Mon Dieu. Ryan, allô, bonjour. Thank you, Mihan. By the way, Ryan, I fell asleep. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna let Roberta just sort of play off her nauseousness. Bonjour. You feel so attached. I know. Is that a gnome? Hold on. Oh wait, that's part of her trick shot. All right, Ryan, I'm so sorry. I fell asleep at like 10:40 last night after I went and got food. I did have a good sleep though. I slept for 10.5 hours and heaven knows I needed it. Man, that's perfect. So yeah, Roberta's robot, binary. She's best friends with this robot. I tried to have her flirt with him. It didn't really work. Avocado, it's a good thing. I am always, I'll say this once and I'll say it again. Like, thank you for the host. Avocado, Mihan, get on it. It is a good thing. It is a good thing for me to have found so many wonderful people on this website. I love that, and I will never be ashamed of that. Thank you! Thanks, how are you doing? Yeah? Vlad, you're right. Well, look, he was a best friend in high school. I thought they wouldn't be cute together. How was I supposed to know he was already dating a man? Also every mother. I just presume. Now then. I think I need to take her to the library. Because it takes forever to build the bot building skill with actually building the robots. Just Fran. That's my favorite television show on NBC from the 90s. Brands. Just finished dinner. What did you have, Lynx? And I am doing well. Yeah, my whole house is. They just passively it happens. You make friends with one celebrity, one of your Sims gets 1 star, and it just sort of snowballs. Oh right, she has her cop car with her. It's the retro model. How did she bring that through the portal? How does she fit it in her pocket? Hypercubes. Space magic. Okay. Read. How do I find books? Because I'm guessing there's like... Yeah, okay, here's skills. Though I see inventing but not bot building in here. Maybe I should go to the bookstore. Secretly a DeLorean, I like that. Yeah, let me actually try a bookstore. They have one, right? They haven't gotten rid of books? Let's try this. Also, I have not spent nearly enough time looking at the future buildings because I think they're all gorgeous. I mean, look at this. Good ribs, corn on the cob, not corn of the cob. Beans, and a dill pickle salad. For dessert, a DQ ice cream cake. That's exciting. I had a baked meat burger because my mom wanted food from a restaurant. But it was one of those that was meant to taste like meat. And I was perturbed. It was fine. I ate most of it. But I never liked the taste of a hamburger to begin with. I was hoping when it said plant-based, it meant, it would be well-seasoned. Okay, bot building, there we go. Integrated circuits. I think I can jump straight to level 2. Bot building 2. No, it's totally fine. It was super, I don't, I'm sorry. I never really did. If I were gonna have meat, I'd want like a salami or a pepperoni, something seasoned. I had too many dry hamburgers growing up because people in the Midwest don't understand that seasoning makes things delicious. And so if you got a like essentially a hamburger the color of charcoal, and you put some ketchup on it, that's a barbecue. It's not a that's bad. It's a bad thing. Just these I can't when it's charcoal you can't do it. It's not possible. It's just falls right off. So yeah, I'm gonna pick that up. And in case of uprising. And so now is the part of our show where I have Roberta read for 4 days. Yeah. No, that explains a lot about me, just truly. There are a lot of things where it's like, oh, I've never had that. Well, you're from the Midwest. Well, that makes sense. Romulus, hello. Yeah. No, Romulus, I was feeling that. And I think the fact that I, like, you know, I had, you know, I'm not uncomfortable with me. It's, you know, I was like, okay, I can get past how this looks, but it's good. It's like, gosh, this is strange compared to, you know, what I usually, what I usually eat now. Hey, no. Ma'am? Ma'am? Are you kidding me? Yes, Mehan, share it. See, Mavgata, that's how you're supposed to do it. Okay. I will kill you, ma'am. Oh, you're a waiter. Well, still. The murder will happen. Usually setting it to go until skill improves is the better way of handling it. Yeah, I'm gonna set it on 3x fast forward while she plays with her Tamagotchi pet in front of me. Clearly ignoring the fact that I'm trying to read. Oh my gosh, hold on. Is that a little Roberta? Is Billy Acorn? What are you doing here? Why is he here? Let me see his face. Oh my gosh. He has his mother, well, great-great-grandmother's gaunt cheekbones. It really doesn't match his frame. What's funny is I feel like she looks more like she's from the future than he does. He's quite excited. Apparently in Victorian times, when they would take photos of babies and kids for portraits, they would have the moms hold them, would just cover up the moms with curtains or blankets or whatever. That sounds hilarious. I totally buy it as being a thing. Okay, I think... Oh my gosh, there's a little one! Little Jared Acorn! Oh my gosh! Look at him! Oh, I love it! Why are they here? They just followed her, I guess. I also see that they are still humans and not robots, which is unfortunate. I was hoping her descendants would be robots. No, go home, go home. Get away from your descendants. We don't want to cause any paradoxes here. Also, you need to read. You know what? I have an idea. I'm going to take her somewhere where she definitely won't be interrupted, okay? We're going to go to this park here. Actually, let me check. Yeah, she's fine. Does she have food in her inventory? It doesn't matter. This is the future. I'm sure they have food just springing up out of the sidewalk. I mean, it sounds totally sanitary, doesn't it? Yeah, she can make hot dogs. Okay. Anyways. Girl, I need you to read. Because I need you to get to level 10 of bot building like yesterday, so that we can actually work on building robots. I'm gonna try doing it this way, see if it works. I think we got interrupted by that nosy waiter robot. But now it's nice, it's quiet, we're in the park, it's perfect. Yeah, totally fine. There we go, 1 level done. And in perfect timing, because she's, you know, she's getting hungry, she's getting sleepy, but she's not, you know, at the point where she's sort of past it. Boom, up to level 5. Roberta is becoming an experienced bot builder and can now upgrade trait slots on Plumbots to allow more trait chips to be installed. Whenever Roberta creates a new Plumbot, it will start with 4 trait chip slots. Alright, we send her home. Why does she want to be a writer? Girl, you're gonna build a robot! This is like your whole life's mission! Why are you not more excited about the robots? It's almost as if I'm more excited about this than she is. But I can't imagine why that would be the case. What is this? Why? What are you doing? What is this robot battle? Is this robot a stereo? No, he's like stage lights. Avocado, I'm pretty sure, what's his face? Isaac Asimov invented robots, in the 1960s, but he just didn't want us to know. And so he wrote about them as if they were fiction. But really, it was just documentaries. Girl, if you made the food, eat it. What did you even... Hot wings. Okay. He was... Oh, that makes more sense. I think I have an Asimov book on my bookshelf. No, I've got Red Star. Never mind. I know... Well, actually, I think it's in New Jersey. I have a copy of William Gibson book, Neuromancer. I thought it was like an I, Tonya thing, Mihan, where it was about a figure skater. But, you know, that just may be the fact that I think Allison Janney's performance can elevate anything, and so I would just hope that she would also be in iRobot. That's just me, though. Alright, girl, you going to bed? She? Where even is she? Oh, there she is. Avocado, people said that it was a daring casting choice. Figure skating robot would be a good character. Lady, get out of my bedroom! People said that it was a daring casting choice, but... you know, I feel like Tonya has some really good comedic moments that anyone other than Will Smith would have had a hard time landing. He really does change the... Ma'am! Oh? Why is this waiter following me around? Go back to sleep. Leave my room. Are you kidding me? Can I delete this robot, please? Now, what I can't wait is for Who? Okay, if Will Smith is Tonya Harding, does that mean that, like, oh, you know who it is? Shaquille O'Neal. I can't wait for Shaquille O'Neal to play Surya Bonali in the Surya Bonali biopic. It'll be great. I mean, I really feel like, I know he'll do his own stunts, and so I can't wait to see him do that flip. But of course, in the movie version, at the end, you know, Shaq as Surya Bonali will actively flip off the judges. You know, just, you know, I'm doing it off camera right now. You can't see, because I mean, let's be honest, landing a flip on one skate is already just no worries. Is already saying, you know, a very choice set of words to those judges who were like, man, you can't do that. You can't figure skate. You're not allowed. You look like you're having too much fun. I don't think so. And they cross over to Thanos. You know what it is? You know what they do? They go back. They go forward to go back to go forward, right? And what they do is they defeat the Russo brothers, which undoes the defeating of Thanos because they can't make the movie, right? And so then, like, Captain America and Robert Downey Jr., not Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr., Captain America and Robert Downey Jr. have to go back and undo Will Smith and Shaq as Tonya Harding and Surya Bonali killing the Russo brothers. And we get another crossover film. Disney, print it. What is everyone's thought on Space Jam 2? That wasn't a joke? I didn't realize that was going to be a real thing. So those are my thoughts on it. Ooh. Yeah, if they make Space Jam without Michael Jordan, that would be strange. Who would be the basketball? I guess LeBron. LeBron would be the basketball, just like whomever in Everybody's Hero, the movie about a baseball that talked. Maybe I got too much sleep. I'm pitching movies that are bad. With plots as convoluted as, I don't know, what's the most recent convoluted movie? Tenet? I haven't seen it. Okay, okay. We're gonna take her back to that park out in the middle of nowhere where the waiter cannot find me. Get over here. Space Jamilton. So, it's a retelling of the history and production of the original Space Jam, but written by Lin-Manuel Miranda, performed on Broadway for obscene ticket prices, and then turned into a motion picture that's pretty much just the original show. I think it could work. I mean, people want sequels and reboots and franchises, and you got all of that right there. It's an actual song. Oh no. Oh, totally Mafakata. I mean, the sooner they let Bugs, just be himself, the better. I mean, I get that he came up in, media in, like, the 30s and 40s, and so there were times and customs, but, let him get on with his life. I'm all for it. Alright, so I'm gonna couch a scoot, so that way, even if a robot tries to come here, saying to Roberta, hey, you can't sit! What are we saying? Like, why has this not happened already? It's 2022. Right? Don't fact check me on that. I did get too much sleep. I definitely did. It's 1974. Like, come on. Oh! I'm gonna kill her. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did you want to die today? Because guess what's happening. What is the one? How do I kill? I thought the flowers were already there. Would I go to create a sim and just delete her? Would I could reset her. I'll try reset sim hard drive. Bye, girl! Okay, if you would please read your book. Hopefully that gets her out of my life. I feel like a reset on a robot would have a, you know, much bigger effect. Well, it wasn't murder per se. Just a quick hole in the space-time continuum. Why are you hungry? Hasn't anyone told you not to eat? Okay, I'm gonna give her Hardly Hungry to give me some more time to work on this. Oh, you know what I should do? There's a skill that increases the ability to learn. Where is it? It's either a 5 or a 10,000 one. Or maybe it's... No, Fast Learner. There it is. Oh, that'll be nice. And then I still have enough for Hardly Hungry. There we go. Perfect. Oh my gosh, stop complaining. It's not the same one. But still, I'm watching her. Can Roberta even cook? Yeah, I guess she can. Why do these waiters keep following me? I don't understand what's happening. Amavkar, you're so welcome. That's actually my name. It's not Thomas. I have misled you from the beginning. And here's the thing. Equivalent exchange, right, Togepi? In order to create a robot this episode, I need to destroy a robot. Maybe I didn't tip. I didn't buy anything. Well, I bought books. You don't tip for books. This is the future, not... Where would you tip for books? Because tipping is not a common thing in other countries of the world. Anyways. Moving away from a metaphor that I can't finish. Read, girl. Are you kidding me? No, read your stupid book. Don't have your photo taken by a robot. Motherfucker, it is terrific. If you interrupt my reading, I will end you. I swear. Why is it the hardest thing to have her read in peace? Stupid future. Is that a robot screaming at me? I am uncomfortable. I do not want it to be shouted at, ma'am. Sir? Robot. Maybe just go into the wastelands. Oh, they'll follow me. I don't want her to be alone in the wastelands with some robots. That's how she gets murdered. Wait a second. She's a paparazzi now. No. Girl, I said no. Roberta, get away from her. Okay, she's like this close to level 6. Okay. This is a bigger challenge than I thought it would be. I'm gonna, you know what? We'll go to the advanced bot workshop tomorrow. We'll see how hard it is, or how much time it takes to boost her skill that way. Maybe they know she's a bot fan. She's a fan. She should be coming up to them and asking them for their autographs, not the other way around. Just because of celebrity and from the past. I mean, if I saw Judy Garland, you know, standing on the sidewalk, I would think, wow, someone got a lot of plastic surgery. I wouldn't go up to them and say, Judy, Judy, give me your autograph. And so help me, if another one of these robots... Oh, are you kidding me? Go to bed. Go to bed. Here's what we're gonna do, also. I don't care if this temporarily locks in Emmett. Oh, I can't. I can't lock it. I thought I could lock it. I mean, this is... I guess it's a... Like, it's a community home, so I can't... I don't have control over the doors. If I did, it would kind of be unfair. But also... I got robots interrupting when I'm trying to sleep. Yeah, people should know, Meehan. People should know that they're not allowed to wear costumes. If you're not your real self and flagrantly narcissistic about it on the internet, then I don't, you know... Do you even deserve to live in polite society? Like, if you're not posting what you're doing on Instagram at every moment that you're awake in a given day, who even are you? No one that I want to know. But also, if you do post on Instagram ever, you're not someone I want to know. Also not true. Do it recreationally. A sane person. They got rid of those last year, Togepi. No. Post on Instagram however much you like. I promise. I've told a story. I made travel friends with an Instagram influencer coming back from Copenhagen. We rode a bus together. It was fun. And you know what? Influencers are just like you, but richer. No. Yes, but also, that's not something to which we should aspire. You have to share what you're doing with your followers. Oh, fun. What are you doing? A quickie cleanse? Why is she doing a cleanse? I guess those hot wings did a number on her. Feels like she needs some juice. Okay. The Advanced Robotics Lab. The Nuts and Bolts Emporium. Right? No, this is a lot that she can enter. Right? Girl, get over here. Hey, yo. Hey. Girl, are you coming? Hey. Are you walking? Oh my gosh, she's running. Roberta, this is why you don't get episodes. All right. Design. So we're gonna do some stuff. We're gonna design some nanites. We're gonna build some trait chips. We are going to ignore people who are trying to take our photos. All right, we're designing nanites first, then trait chips. Oh look, SimCity. Just, you know, just SimCity. You remember that game that they tried to make? And that did not go well? Condenser nanite. She can design more advanced trait chips. Very nice. Refusing to paint your entire house white and or beige. Right behind us, not pro yet. You see? That's true. Can we talk for a moment? Can we talk? I hated so much when the entirety of women's fashion, Linus, hello, was, you know, white, beige, and like olive green. Oh, Linus, thank you. With the big floppy hats, i.e. up until like 2 years ago. I don't like earth tones very much. I like color. And that everything about what they were wearing was devoid of color. Okay. I can create a sense of humor. I can create competent cleaner. I will want competent cleaner. Any nanite. Laughter charged crystal. Oh gosh, this is gonna be harder than I thought. Also, please don't take my fashion opinions as though I'm coming at anyone's necks, because while I hold these opinions, I also recognize that there are people who can pull them off incredibly well, and that earth tones can work very nicely in a balanced style. I just don't like when it's like, when that's what everyone thinks that they have to wear in order to be matching what's popular. I hate trends. You're right, Mavocado. We should all have to wear sweaters, over which jackets, and under which t-shirts, and pants with, you know, another pair of pants and then a pair of shorts on top of them at all times. Well, I guess I'm doing well. How are you? The Robo Nanny trait chip. That's excellent. Are you okay, girl? You good? Are you good? Okay, let me see how much improvement. This is not... Like, this is not progressing her skills nearly fast enough. Does she have a skill of high enough level to do this now? She does. Layering from the 2000s. Oh my gosh, speaking of the 2000s. The crop tops with low-cut jeans and, like, beret hats. Oh. Oh yeah, no. Layers can definitely be done well, but layering, in the 2000s sense, really all of the 2000s is a graveyard in terms of fashion. I do think that the high-waisted pants that dominate right now, as well as athletic leggings, are going to be one of the things that gets lampooned 20, 30 years from now. Athleisure is going to be the 2020s costume party style, is my guess. This seems to be the right place. She's not getting interrupted by robots, just boys who leave her alone. Or not? Sir? Go away. I think Roberta's really found her place in the future. I should just bring back the robot, but leave Roberta in the future. This is her home. Can I do that? Should I do that? Oh my gosh. Oh, Blood. Please tell me pictures exist. Oh, another story. Speaking of 2000s clothes, I was 2 Christmases, well, 1 Christmas, not 2020 Christmas, 2019 Christmas. I was out bowling with my cousins in Minnesota for the last day of Hanukkah, and the bowling alley clearly had not updated their graphics package since about 2003, 2004, and oh, those videos that they use, 240p, crop tops, wide cut jeans. Oh, it was great. Oh, it was beautiful. I don't know why we ever changed. Here's a hot take. Medium take? Cold take? Hot take. I'm gonna say hot take. Crop tops, the ways that I have seen them work best are almost exclusively on men. I have no idea why, but it's like any time where I've seen one where it's like part of a well-composed outfit, it's been a guy. And it's so surprising to me. Gummy shoes, but only for kids. Kids can wear whatever they want. Kids can wear Crocs. I'll admit, as a child, I definitely had some beach Crocs. I grew out of that because I'm a human who grew a sense of style at age 18, but also it's part of my personal history. Anyone can wear a gown, Monfacata. I don't know why nightgowns ever fell out of fashion for men. You look at Ebenezer Scrooge, he looks so comfortable. You want to bet that thing breathes. You want to bet. Roberta is gonna need to talk to someone tomorrow because she's been doing a lot of reading. Antisocially. Alright. We'll have her order some cobbler, I guess. Oh, good. Even in the future, she's a celebrity and gets sent stuff. Terrific. Will she need a shower? Yeah, she'll be fine. She also needs to talk to someone. Yeah. You know, Motherfucker, that may be part of it. Though, I like to think that I am a scrutineer of appearances no matter what. Also, as should be said whenever discussions of fashion, appearance, and whatever else come up, wear what makes you happy. If it makes you happy and you feel like you look cute, you're gonna look cuter because you're happy. That's the real message. Cause I'm just a face on the internet, you know? I have personal opinions that are predicated on the way my brain is wired. And I, I like big, loud color, but if you don't wear it. Okay, are you gonna... Yeah, just have a friendly introduction with that woman with the very severe haircut and bone structure. Ooh. I won't give her that. We were quite close to that. Oh, she's taking the tube again. Where are we going? Oh, there we go. Are you gonna... maybe step outside? Oh, yeah. I mean... I went through about 3 years where all I would wear was polo shirts. I went through about another 3 years where all I wore was t-shirts and athletic shorts no matter the weather. Warm or cold, same outfits in black or brown or gray with basketball shorts that were black or black. And so maybe there's a reason that I like a lot of color now. I know. I was dealing with some stuff, okay? I didn't like how I looked. I like how I look much better now. You know, lost some weight, gained a personal sense of style, figured out the rest. Understood that, you know, fashion can be a nice expression of personality. Also became less withheld. There was definitely a period of time. I'll be honest about this. I don't really remember my sophomore year of high school, and I think there's something that was, you know, whacking my brain a bit. That is the reason for that being the case. But it's just it's gone. You know, at one point I might have known something, but it's like I have moments, I have flashes, but the rest is gone. That's why earlier when we were saying like 2013, what a time that was, I was like, yeah, no, I was a mess then. Can't really remember it, but I was a mess. Quote tease. Ooh. That. I have, I don't know, since childhood reviled anything with words, like clothing with words on it, and now it's extended to, I would wear things with words, but I don't like things that are branded. Shopping is always more important. That's perfect. So I'm glad I didn't go through like a quote, or, oh my gosh. You know what's worse? You know what's worse? And 80, let me make you feel better right now. What's worse is the people who would buy YouTuber t-shirts and, you know, wear those, especially for people who have since become like a problem, because it's like, I remember, I saw that, and ooh! Mavkara, there never will be. There really never will be. Can you just keep talking to her, please? I told you to talk. Tell a funny. I don't care. Just talk. I feel bad. Oh no. Oh no, Romulus. I dare not speak their names into existence because I don't want to have a whole discussion about YouTubers who have become a problem, because that list starts with everyone and ends right before it hits iJustine, because she's apparently the only one who's not an issue. Until she is, because, you know, it's only a matter of time. They're on the internet. They're people. And today is yet another episode in the Axamin pretends that iJustine is all I watch on the internet. which I haven't watched a video of hers in like 6 years, but I'm still gonna pretend. I'm still gonna pretend, darn it. Okay, we're back. We're ready to read. We've talked to someone. I'm gonna get her to level 10 if it kills me. I know it's not the most fun thing in the world to watch a sim read, but after the reading is done, we'll be able to build a lot of cool Robert stuff. Oh look, it's the Descendant. Or one of them. Oh gosh, please tell me there are future zombies. Oh, the zombie came inside. That's good. Togepi, I'm waiting for that day. His Fashion Victims is one of my favorite Pokemon VHSs.
Axamin.
I keep props under here. I wouldn't believe how long I've been waiting for someone to mention something that I could bring up Pokemon VHS tapes. Alright. Still reading and smelling. Yeah, no, straight up. Fashion Victims. Oh, look at Pikachu. He's getting green screened out. Poor thing. Another thing I noticed, because I have a couple of those, by a couple I mean about 20, none of them have Brock on the cover. And I think it's because they were not sure whether or not they were going to keep Brock. And so they were like, well, we won't brand run him. Ash and Misty, that's all you need. And occasionally someone else. No Brock. Not kidding. He's not allowed on any of the covers. Of the 10 that I have that still have their covers, Brock is on none of them. And then they got rid of Misty first. Well, they kind of got rid of Brock, but they brought him back. Because people took one look at Tracy and said, ugh, what is that? Though he did have a Venonat, and therefore is okay in my book. And so, Mavocado, this is 3 episodes of Pokemon, and it's the one in Hop Town, where Brock decides that he wants to be a Pokemon breeder and gets Vulpix. Girl, are you going to bed? Are you going to nap on... Okay. I'm very nice, Jess. What were you editing? Paper? Video? Not sure if you said this before. You were at a flea market a few years ago and you bought like 10 Pokemon VHSs for like $10. That's awesome. Okay, are you... Okay, girl, let's get you in a real bed, okay? It comes full circle, Mopakata. Though, I gotta say, the first 5 years of Brock's YouTube channel, you know, Brock Rocks 67, was pretty choice content. Pretty choice. Childhood show is a live action show. Oh, and Netflix made a live action show based off of your childhood show. Oh no, I'm so sorry. 25 Mr. Men books for $5. I liked those as a kid. They also made a Cartoon Network show that I completely forgot until just now. Okay, maybe I can get away with reading here. Let's try. I have not heard. Yeah, I was gonna agree with Malpacata very much. So much promise. So much promise in the advent of Netflix bringing back all these things from our childhood, and then it just stomps it into the ground. How apropos then, Mafukata? Shorts for the 30 original Mr. Men and the 8 Little Miss. Nice. I had a Mr. Men. No, my grandparents had a Mr. Men video game. I think it was a Mr. Tickle, the orange one with the long squiggly arms. God, I'm not so sure that you can technically count that as Whizzle. They're good little books. No. Girl, keep reading. Ah, Blood, your kindergarten teacher didn't have them in your classroom? That's a crying shame. Can I tell y'all a deep, dark secret? 1 for yes. 2 for maybe. 3 for probably not. Nine? What kind of number is that? And there's a 1 in that, not for yet, so I'll take it. Deep dark secret. When I was in 2nd grade. No, first. It was 1st grade. What I would do, because I was more concerned with looking smart than actually being smart, I would get the biggest book they had on the bookshelf. At the time it was, I believe, an entomology book, so the study of bugs, that had like a bunch of pictures of like husks of bugs, you know, classified as if in a museum, and I would pretend to read it. And I would read some of the words, and I would quote those back to my friends, and they would think, "Wow, you know so much science." I didn't read it, but every time it was free reading, I would always get it, and I would always, you know, look at it and pretend to read. I later learned how to not be such a dink, but it took a while. I think Roberta's really just living her best life now. She's just reading all day. I've started reading a new book. I am now reading Who Gets In and Why? A Year Inside College Admissions. And I'm realizing, I've read 10% of the book. I read the first 30 pages this morning while it was raining. I'm realizing that likely the reason I got admitted to my school of choice is not because I was qualified, though I was, but because I'm from a place where almost no one else in my class is from. I don't think I knew anyone else from Ohio, and if there was anyone else from the Midwest, they were from Chicago. Ma'am! Oh my gosh, I'm gonna kill her. Mom, God, I am. AD, I want to hear your take on it. How do you think it works? Or how do you know it works? I feel like we're about to get the inside scoop. And that scoop of raisins. Could be 2 scoops. Then it could be a box of Raisin Bran. I'm avocado, yeah, I am. And I may finish this one. No kidding, it's your actual job? I did not know that. That's amazing. I won't ask you where you work, because you do not need to divulge such information, but that's honestly, I find that so cool. Not a problem. Mom's the word. Alright, we'll need a shower. Repair? No, that's not your job. Just take a bath then. She'll need a food. She'll need to talk to someone. Oh, hello. Hello. Barry Tron, welcome on in. Compy, hello. How are you doing? Mafakata, if you would please. Thank you. Inanaki Tunnel. Hybrid Souls, welcome on in. Welcome everyone who's coming along with the raid. Compy, how the heck was Inanaki Tunnel? I know absolutely nothing about that. Please do share. And welcome on in to anyone else. It's a J horror game. Okay. Oh, interesting, AD. Got it. Yeah, that was a bit of what they were talking about in the introduction of the book that I'm reading. Trying to finish up a lot of the shorter games you have in your backlog. You finished one today that took like 30 minutes. What was that? But yeah, welcome in to anyone else who's coming along with the raid. Hi, I'm Axamin. Hopefully you're through ads by now. I would turn off ads if I could. I play The Sims 3 on Sundays. I am currently about to finish a race of Final Fantasy X. That'll happen tomorrow, unless it's the end of the game is going to take longer than I'm anticipating. Fingers crossed not. I just finished a series on Paper Mario. I have a sequel series lined up that I cannot announce just yet. But yeah, I play Nintendo Wii games, life simulators. I'm not very good at the pitching. I'm going to try and stop there. But if you're interested, I hope you'll stick around. Mavkata, maybe don't reveal the deepest, darkest secrets. Or at least not right off the bat. We should save some gas in the can, right, you know? Because what if we break down on the side of the road? Though it's unsafe to drive with gas in your car. It's a good way to have a fire if you get in an accident. You know what? Just don't listen to me. Never listen to me. It's for your health, I think. She needs to like talk to someone on the phone or something. Can she not chat? I mean like a gas canister, not like gas in your tank. But also, yes, Blood, drive electric. Okay, chat with this robot on the phone, please. Oh, and for those who may have questions, this is Roberta. She's not a robot, but she looks like one. What do you mean? Oh, it's 1 a.m. Well, how did that happen? Coffee, not a problem. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it immensely. You have a wonderful rest of your evening. And if you pop back, let me know what food you got. But if you gotta go to sleep, go to sleep. You know it's always lovely seeing you. Or you know what? If she's bottom out on social, she'll be... Or I can text, maybe? Does sending a friendly text improve their social? It does. Not much, though. Okay, not worth it. Hopefully because it's, 2 a.m. I will not be accosted. I'm trying to get her bot building skill to level 10, and we are close. We're halfway through level 8. I did not watch that sketch, and I don't intend to. Mom got it. I watched, I think the best 3 from that episode and Weekend Update. But I oftentimes find that any of the sketches that are about things that I care about, I best avoid. Oftentimes they're Mikey Day. And while he's a great writer, he also knows how to poke great fun at certain things. If you want an example of him lampooning the sorts of games that I don't play, there's a sketch from the Kit Harington episode. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, if you just look up like Kit Harington SNL video game, you'll find it. And it's terrific. Emmett! Don't point. Who this? Why is this bald man? Why is this bald man? Oh, blood. I'm so glad. Yeah, the rest of those links are definitely out of date, because have I had time to think this month? Not really. I'm just gonna leave the May calendar as April's calendar, and I'll make a calendar in June. It's fine. For those who don't know, work is busy. Work is real busy right now. And what did I do on Saturday? I slept. What did I do today? I slept and I read a book and I did stuff with my mom for Mother's Day. It was more important than internet stuff. I'm still loving this. I'm still enjoying myself massively. But it takes a backseat to oh! I know what time it is. It takes a backseat to general health. And that segues us into the segment of the show where I have to take my medicine. So yay! Happy 9 o'clock, everyone. This is just gonna happen this week. Happy medicine. It's not happy medicine. Again, I'm trying to be very, very clear about that. It's not happy medicine. It's dealing with pestilence medicine. Pestilence is a nice way of saying it. Oh! Well, of course. Sorry, I'll take care of that in just a second. I should say, for clarification, not anything in the news is what I'm taking this medicine for. No viruses here. I'm fully vaccinated. I can get you both. I appreciate your asking very much. Okay, and the other half. I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm just bad at pills. There we go. Today was actually a fun day in the Discord, because when I went thrift shopping, I took photos. I will get all 3 of you. Hold on just a sec. We'll let Roberta... Is she talking to a counter? Is that literally what it said? Yeah, she's talking to machines right now. This is the most she's ever been her. Yeah, she's about to talk to the drink synthesizer unit. Blood, I've always known that you were a trendsetter.
Sure.
Oh gosh. Okay, hopefully she remembers. Sublod. Romulus. And AD. Also, I'm bad at having a Discord, so yeah, don't blame me if it's boring. It's gonna be. But I like to have fun there. And there's lots of great art. The conservatory is my favorite thing. My favorite thing about the Discord. You scroll through that, you're gonna find some stuff that'll make you real happy. And most of it, not from me. Which is why it'll make you happy. Stevie's stuff in particular. Not to say that we haven't had other, you know, wonderfully talented artists post things. When's Art Night this month? Tentatively next Saturday. Now, will I remember that? Good luck. Yes, I will. Okay, you've refilled your social enough. Okay, she's ready. Okay, I'm gonna take her back to the bot building lab, though, because it tends to be that she can get better reading done there. Seriously, though, Blood, it's one of my favorite things, and I am, as a point of course, I love to celebrate art, whether you're learning or already good. It brings me no end of joy. Especially people who draw, because I sure as heck can't. Or won't. Won't is perhaps more accurate. I can, with a lot of patience, draw things. I can draw buildings. I don't mean just rectangles. I've shown that before. There are clips, I'm sure. But I really love seeing the talent people bring forth, and that's one of the reasons that I enjoy doing Art Night, especially as it's evolved, because then I get to, you know, show what other people are drawing and not just my own terrible drawings. Avocado, you act like I have time to pick up a new hobby. Okay. How long is this going to take? 6 p.m.? We can do it. Root is ready. She's ready for a nice night in. Statement to all. Yeah. I mean, I do have a style, certainly, when I draw. When I draw things, it definitely looks like other things I've drawn. And I like the way that I draw things, I just never want to draw. If I were to pick up a new sort of artistic medium, well, not new, I should say, I would love to be making more music. To go back to, because I used to play an instrument and sing every day. Recollection of a lost childhood toy. I mean, when I draw things by hand, Mavocado, not on MS Paint where I'm using a mouse. But also, yeah, no, fair hit. Very fair hit. Some of those MS Paint drawings that I've done have been okay. And I have improved over time. I will say that about myself. Was that robot thinking about... That robot was definitely thinking about some naughtiness. And that robot is fully against it. Oh. Okay, apparently she's gonna shower here. Because that's a thing that you do in public places. There are bathrooms? Yeah, there are bathrooms down here. Okay, well. On, girl, go ahead. I thought you would be done by now. It's almost 6 p.m. Good heavens. This is one of the hardest skills to I mean, how much concerted focus time have I put into her picking up this skill? I mean, trying to build it by actually using the machines was slow, doing it with the books is slow, and I've got fast learner on her. Like, this would take that much longer if I didn't. 7:30, maybe it means 7:30 p.m. tomorrow. I think it must. Well, until she literally conks out on me. It's gonna read. I like to imagine that this is what all English teachers think that their students are like when they're not in class. It's like, what do you mean you have other homework? You should be reading. You're behind. In the Scarlet Letter. Oh, we ain't, though. You know what I did do? I listened to the audiobook of the Scarlet Letter. Don't tell. For real, though, actually. When I was reading Catcher in the Rye, I would occasionally get, like, close to finish with the assigned reading. Oh my gosh, Spark Notes. I would get close to finish with the assigned readings, but I wouldn't quite get there. And so to finish the sections that I needed to read for class, I would listen to the audiobook on my drive into school. And the guy who was who was giving voice to the book, because it's, the whole internal monologue of Holden Caulfield, had such a perfect, annoying teenager voice. It was like, oh yeah, this is exactly what this book is supposed to be. There was a great performance to it. It was one of the few times where it's like, I'm kind of annoyed by you, but it works. The pitcher in the wheat. Don't be. I enjoy that. I do think they lost it, though, with the third baseman and the barley. They kind of got me back with the right fielder and the hops. But they definitely lost me again with the shortstop in the buckwheat. Oh no. Yeah, I've been there. Man, there was one time, I swear there was just something going on with my teacher that day. But I remember vividly, there was, like, normally we knew, like, how our teacher graded, like, the reading quizzes. There would be partial credit. Or in the flags. Well, that was the version on Hulu. But there was one quiz when we were going through, I think, Dark Romanticism in 11th grade English. Where... Okay. I didn't ask for this. Where we were going through Dark Romanticism, and that for whatever reason, our teacher that day was just like, I'm going to grade all of these the most harshly I ever have. Where people who normally were getting, like, 19 out of 20, 20 out of 20 got, like, 10. And a lot of people got, like, 5 out of 20. And it was like, what? Why are you doing this to us? What happened? Oh, okay. With the dance lasers. Sir. Yeah. Third quarter was rough that year. That actually, though, that quarter had one of my favorite assignments from that year. Which was, we had to write an essay in our class period, which was, 48 minutes. So we had to write, like, an intro paragraph, one paragraph of actual content, and a concluding paragraph. So we had to write a paragraph in our class period, or an essay in our class period on transcendentalism. And then we were given the essays from everyone else in our class, and we were asked to, rank them as part of a sort of exercise to recognize good writing and to see what other people are thinking. And I offered, because I was so fascinated by the project, to compile a spreadsheet with everyone's rankings so that we could see, the overall performance across the entire class, with normalized averages and, frequency for, who gets the top ratings. And I wasn't, in my class, I wasn't the one who was getting, the top scores either. I think I was upper half, but I wasn't best in the class. There was someone who was clearly best in the class. And I did this for all the other classes, too. And because of that, my teacher gave me extra credit on the assignment as a whole, because it was I just went in because I was like, oh, I love this. Oh, are you gonna? Did you? Okay, it's fair that you fought with her because she's been stalking you. Here, have a friendly. Yeah, no, 80. I definitely didn't love them, because sometimes they would be quite specific, right? And it's like, I read it, and even still, I don't remember. It would be better if the quizzes were after, or if there were more specific parameters, or if it was after discussion. But the point is to get you to read everything closely. But sometimes, sometimes teachers would pick things that were just too close of a read, Oh yeah, or if you read ahead. Which, I mean, if you're into a book, you should be able to do. Yeah, that's a pedagogical thing. If I were designing an English class, I think the way I'd handle it is I would make it such that I had, all the quizzes, you had access to them and you could take them at any time so long as you finish them by X date, and then maybe a week after X date, the essay on the book is due. So someone could get ahead if they want to. And if they do, maybe then there's stretch assignments or extra credit things, or you're only into one book in your women's history class. Automod caught that, and I don't want to allow it, because then it gives permission to anyone who uses that phraseology. And so, AD, while it's certainly not a problem with the context in which you said it, I'm not going to... Okay. You got me. Though that does sound like a fascinating read. Teachers are who are Harry Potter's best friend? And there's teachers who are which teacher wore a bonnet during the Christmas feast? Yeah. There's not so much in between. Gamer girl, welcome on in. How are you doing? Hello. We are trying to get Roberta to master bot building skill. It's gonna happen today. She's got 18 hours left of reading to do. The janitorial plumbots at City Hall have gone haywire. Their maintenance teams tried their hardest, but they're woefully underfunded and need your help to avert an uprising. Let's do that. That sounds better. Yeah, maybe that'll do it more quickly. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good. Well, Roberta's lifetime wish is around the bot building skill. She wants to make a sentient bot. And so I need to figure out how to do that. And so first, I'm mastering bot building skills, so we can just skip all of the, making stuff, or we can make only the stuff that we need. With the goal being to create, a butler bot. who will go to season 2. What's the other thing? So, books. I think the year that I was most into the things that we were reading in high school was 11th grade, though. I had a great teacher that year, and it was the same teacher as I had for 9th grade, so I had to be on best behavior. But I really liked the way that she handled the last quarter. We had like 5 books to read, but we weren't like tested or given essays after each one. It was just a lot of sort of free reading time with the preparation for a final essay exam. And the exam was, on the day of the exam, the teacher would pick 3 of the books from a hat, and we would have to write an essay using those 3 books in a given theme. The theme that year was fear. And so, you had to read all of them to prepare for that topic for each of them. And so the ones we got were, the 5 books that we read were Winesburg, Ohio, Great Gatsby, Catcher in the Rye, The Bluest Eye, and The Glass Castle by Jeanette Walls. And that was such a good opportunity because now I can finish this really quickly. And the ones that they picked, I believe, were for the exam were Glass Castle, Catcher in the Rye, and Winesburg, Ohio, all of which had fear leading to people lying. And so I had a nice common thread. To Kill a Mockingbird. We did that in 10th grade. And I'll be honest, I didn't finish it. But it was fine because it was a project-based thing and not an essay-based thing. And I got a perfect score on the project. It's about Harper Lee wanting to break our hearts 60 years later. Or the people who controlled Harper Lee's rights. That's what it's about. Meehan, I'm really glad that I skipped the AP Englishes. I just took a semester of college English class my senior year to get my final English credit. And let me tell you what, it was easier than any English class that I had taken in high school. And that's what AP English would have gotten me out of. No regrets. Not one. That class, by the way, was a sci-fi literature course in which we were exploring the theme of what is human. And so we read a lot of Asimov, we read Philip K. Dick, we read I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, which I believe Harlan Ellison, I think, wrote I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. And I did my final paper. This, Now, Proyet, are you here? I'm gonna see if Not Proyet's here, because he would love this. Yeah, okay, I'm glad I remembered. I don't think he is. Too bad. We'll have to tell him later. I wrote my final paper about what determines what a human is in the original series of Full Metal Alchemist. And I made the point, because it's obviously it's a series with a lot of characters that are human-esque, but not considered human. And so my main treatise was the presence of a soul, is what determined it. Yay, Roberta, finally! It was fun. We also watched a Ghost in the Shell movie for that class. So what's a soul? I don't know. I didn't take that class. I always did the sci-fi options for like literature courses. The text and ideas course that I took in university, you know, I did cybernetics. The long history of cybernetics was what the course was called. They can pass the test of the... I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Okay. So now that she's a master bot builder, let's design some trait chips and some nanites and see what we can do. Time to take these skills for a test drive. Uh-oh. Maybe she needs to... You know what? You know what, girl? It's okay. You know what? You can... Let's talk to someone for a little bit. Like, what about this guy, Andre? Have a friendly introduction. Have a chat. I actually wrote my final paper for the cybernetics course about I have no mouth and I must scream. It's nice where one class feeds another, you know? Okay, are you gonna continue the conversation? Girl, don't make me hold your hand on this. Mavocado, is that the word that you meant? Or did you maybe miss an L? I can delete that message for you if you'd like. Tell him a funny story. Who cares if he's hungry? High five. High five. Whatever. It's not a permanent chat night, so. There we go. Now Roberta's doing better. Oh, good job, girl. Oh, Andre's mean-spirited. Well, he must be living it up right now. You're not wrong. But you're not wrong. Okay. So if she like goes and has a shower and maybe a nap, I swear bot building is like one of the most finicky skills. I think she does need a nap though before she tries to build something, because it seems to me that if they have already done a lot of bot building or built a lot of bot building skill in a given day, they'll have trouble doing more bot building stuff. And actually at this point, now that I have the books and I could just take her back to the present. We don't have to do this in the future. Though I kind of like the idea of her building it in the future and then bringing it back. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do it here. Is this thing? What is this? I don't know what this does. Kraken, hello! Welcome on in. How are you doing? How have you been? Mavocado, if you would. I mean, I'm guessing whatever that cleanse is will boost her hygiene. Thank you. Minecraft, fun. Maybe she does. I worry that one of those won't be enough. Of course, of course. And not a problem, Kraken, of course. Yeah, so this does improve her hygiene. Boy, it's just strange looking. But it does the job. Are you... Okay. She's good. She's fine. She'll survive. Let's go build some bots. Finally. Just taking photos of Pokemon. Oh, you got the new Pokemon Snap. Oh, that's exciting. What is your favorite photo you've taken so far? I do know that, Gamer. I had Roberta do a little jetpack flying when we first came to the future back in one of her early episodes. And I was nervous. But I think she has enough advanced technology skill where that's no longer likely. Yeah, she's almost level 4. Because it's only if your sim is particularly inexperienced with advanced technology that they will, that it tends to be possible that they die. I think she did fall into the ground, but she didn't die. Okay. So, design trait chips, design nanites. Let's get a bit of work done. Roberta's finally ready. She's a master of this. You've never played a Snap game before. I mean, there was only the one, so... Yeah, I remember that. I remember that, Togepi. And I remember being very scared. I really don't want any of them to die before this series is over. That would be quite sad. It's possible, because the Sims, you know, do die, and I've got story progression on. The Woodcarver. Musical machine. Cool. And the question is how I get the stuff for all of these trait chips and nanites I'm, you know, designing. Yeah. I think one of the great things about this series has been that I have dug deeper into facets of The Sims 3 that I never properly explored. And so because of that, I have gotten such a richer understanding of the game. You know, like the fairy magic. I never knew that the fairy magic had different levels and that those levels, you know, gave you access to a whole set of new powers. Or how some of the skills worked, like the winemaking, or just even doing some of the odd lifetime wishes. I keep getting sent couches. Why? Oh. Kraken, I did not know that. Well, certainly 3 times isn't too many. Roberta is our most frequent guest to the future, because in my mind she feels at home here. Kraken and I used to be the exact same way. Though I have to admit, I have enjoyed very much playing it as I have been now, where you know, I'm playing, you know, every week, and potentially soon twice a week. One of these weeks I'm going to have to do episode 0 for what I am currently, the in-development title of which is The Sims 3 Island Challenge. I don't know if I'm going for a Survivor mode or a Total Drama Island mode yet, in terms of the cadence of the challenge. Also, you know, shouldn't infringe on anyone who definitely doesn't care about me enough to sue me, but still. I need to build a house, and I need to start making Sims for it. And this is going great. Capacity to love trait chip. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, that means it's time to try and create something, rather than continuing to design things. Okay, so musical machine I can do if I have Caustic Nanite and Heisenberg Nanite. After charged crystal. Where do I get these charged crystals? Do I buy them? How does a robot look if I make it? I haven't made a plum bot. Oh! Okay. Oh my, okay. I thought it would just pick one for me. Oh, no kidding, Kraken. What sort of character were you going for? Oh, wow, it's a lady robot. Okay, would I like to know more? You know what? I'll figure it out as I go. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. I love the future Create-A-Sim room. What do you think? Gender OS? The concept of this, I'm sure, is making, you know, someone on Twitter very angry right now. We could have a boy robot or a girl robot. Let's just go like we did with Toby. Minus the personality and origin/background. Very nice. Did you pick like a... So you picked a class. My first character was a cleric. Named Voss. A bird that's super confident in the air, but very bad at socializing while on the ground. Huh. It's a brilliant concept. I like it. Well, they're hips, too. Well, okay, their stance, rather. Because the shoes are the same. It's literally just their stance. That's silly. That's dumb. Let's just, you know what? Harvest, no. Bot++. Theta. Nothing different except for the attitude. Goth Model 12. Oh, I like that. But that sounds like we're making Scarlet Bot. Robot from... Someone invited you to their group. Aw, Kraken, that'll be wonderful. And it'll be good to have someone to, you know, help show you the ropes, of course. If we're making Butler... I'm just going to name it Butler Bot. That's what I want. Butler Bot. We'll go for a boy. Perfect. Right now... What head to give this robot? I don't like the one that's got right now, okay? Yeah, these one... I don't like the ones with, like, asymmetrical eyes. Oh, that... Don't like that. I don't like many of these. This one looks kind of like a... Aw, no, that one's kind of cute. Bottler. Bottler. Oh, Bottler's better. Bottler's better. Kraken, does that give you a boost to your, like, you know, offensive capabilities? Yeah, that's the right color. Bottler. Okay. I kind of like the... What is the one that he's rocking right now? I kind of like whatever that is. The legs I want to change. I'm just going to change the legs. The hands are fine. What about these? That's not your voice. These? That doesn't, like, fit with his torso. Ooh, what about these? I need them to be, like, darker. I need to borrow this color. This black. Ooh, that's interesting. I like that effect with this, still with the grays. Though I think those could stand to be darkened. I'm okay with there being a different tone. And we copy that to the other gray. Yeah. That's pretty good. I like the joints being lighter, though. You made it look like it's wearing a butler suit. Yeah, let me have a look at the chests. I think the legs are good. Ooh, Kraken, that's very lucky, yeah. I didn't get any stats quite that good when I was playing. Okay. I like the fact that it kind of looked like he's wearing gloves already, so I don't feel like I need to change change the arms. Oh, you could have a fat robot. Oh, that's fun. Which one of these looks most like a suit? Kind of this one? That's the most suity, but I don't know that I like it. I just... What about this? It'll look a bit like he's got a tie. Oh no, that's too bulky. Sounds about right, Kraken. It's gonna be a very fun character to play. This is the one that he's got right now. So we could give him some, like, accent color, but it's not very suit-like. You know what? I'm okay with this, because I feel like we've got the suit pants, we've got the gloves. I need to change his head. Let's get that fixed up. That's better. He's adorable, isn't he? Little bottler. Oh, that's... no. I don't want that on non-glowy bits. No, he looks perfect. Just the way he is. Oh yeah, Kraken, totally. I mean, the character that I played had an accent and a bit of a stammer, which was very, very fun to play. So, you know, doing things that just, that that you can do, and that play to perhaps natural talents, are always fun inclusions. He's so cute. I love him. I'm gonna save him. And I like the glowing green. Oh my gosh. It happened. Okay, so how does this work? This is the quality. Ooh, he's very high quality. No trait chips installed. That's fine. So how do I do that? He's inspecting other plum bots already. Okay, so does she adjust trait chips? Ooh. Out on the town then, Kraken? Having fun? Oh, no worries if it's hard to type. Never, ever worry about it. Okay, I've got competent cleaner. Perfect start. And I've got all these slots. Great, so now Bottler is a competent cleaner. But I need to make him sentient. Okay, so here's where I need to look it up. On the couch, comfy, comfy. All right, how to make a Bloombot sentient. Sims 3. Sims 3. Sentience. Sentience is a trait chip. Requires level 10. It requires an Urananite, 5 crystals, and 1 large processor. How do I get those things? There's gonna be a guide. Yeah, here's what I'm looking for. Creating a plumbot, done. About plumbots, programmable helper or sentient robot. Do not age, start with very limited functions. Many of the normal areas will be inaccessible to them. You unlock these functions with trait chips. They can start with anywhere from 3 to 7, etc., etc. Okay. And fitting them with the best may require you to catch rare nanites. I have to catch them? Well, I can make nanites. I certainly... Okay. I just need to get to where it says sentience. Okay. Trait chips list. Here we go. Here we go. There are a total of 21 trait chips. There are a lot of possibilities to designing your plumbot's abilities. Favorite setup would be sentience trait chip, solar powered, efficient, limitless learning, simulated emotions, competent cleaner, and office drone. This would make the plumbot like a regular Sin, only much better at everything and capable of doing it longer. Could learn any skills that are needed around the home very quickly and even pursue a career. Plumbots with this setup would get big raises at the top level of career track, or perform any other skill that earns money. Okay. And so I think I may switch something like that out for like Robo Nanny. Sentience. How does he get sentience? So the Uber Nanite, 5 of any crystal, 2 large processors. Enables social and mood motives. This is the only chip that allows a plumbot to have fun. Allowing it to boost its mood further to get more lifetime happiness points. Okay, and how do I get the Uber Nanite? Yeah, it's definitely, there's gonna be some work. Okay. Nanites are used by Into the Future. You gain a few levels in the bot making skill. You'll be able to reverse engineer any nanite you find to get small to large blank processors. Once you've caught a unique nanite, I'm catching them? Oh. Only find nanites in Oasis Landing. They disappear between the hours of 11 to 2 and gradually repopulate the world until dawn. Okay. So there are a bunch of spawn points. Oh, this is fascinating. Okay. Sure. So we'll leave that for now. Okay. So we're gonna go to the wasteland. Because out in the wasteland, there are a bunch of places where I can tentatively find. I need to go to the... Where's the derelict beach? Is this it? It's the crash site. This is the derelict beach. Okay. So there are a bunch of nanite sites out, like, oh gosh, it's snowy. So this, hello? Let me try excavating. I feel like I'm around where it should be. Ooh. There are 2 sites that are quite close to here. What's this? Collect. No. Oh, that's a gem. Well, that's not nanites, though. That's a gem. There's another one that's like right over up here. I don't think excavation is the right thing. Okay, the snow is not helping. Collection helper. Lifetime reward. How much is that? Collection helper. Let me see. I also may be able to buy some of this stuff. Boy, I did not realize really how much went into this. This is a hard one. Did I just miss it? No, it's one of the expensive ones. It's 40,000. Gosh, okay. Well. You know, let me see what I can buy. So there's a shopkeeper, right? Yeah. I'm gonna shop here. See if I can find some stuff that's more likely to get me where I want to be. Oh, I can buy from the desk. That's probably what I meant to do. Okay. Oh, look. Okay. Great, I can buy a sentience chip. Well, that's easier. Limitless learning, office drone, almost all the things that I want to give him. Oh, well, this is great. So much easier. So much easier than making all this stuff. I'm so glad it had everything I wanted. Never mind. I'll buy all the nanites that I don't have, though. Boom. $4,000. $2,000 even. And Bottler. Hey, Bottler. We are going to give you some new trait chips. I love that all the things I needed were just in the shop. So much better. Relax, Butler, relax. We're gonna make you sentient. I hope you enjoy it. We're gonna make you a robo-nanny, office drone, limitless learning, and efficient. The only one that I saw in that list that I don't have access to is the solar-powered one. And you know what? I feel like this is a great set. Because we got Competent Cleaner, and all the other things that it wanted, and Robo-Nanny. Children are a blessing, but they're also exhausting. Who couldn't use a nanny? Childcare becomes the Plumbot's first priority. It enables all childcare interactions from diaper changing to playing tag. There we go. Yay! Shopping! Oh, I'm so glad. We finally did it. Now we've got Bottler! Oh, look at Bottler. He's so cute. So I think... Ooh. She finally did it. Today was Roberta's day. And now we've got Bottler. Okay, let's go back to the present. I'm sure everyone's gonna love this. Travel home. Yes. It's finally time, you two. I have the power. I'm so glad. I'm so glad the chips I needed were in the shop. Oh, imagine. Imagine how long tonight would have been without that. Everything I wanted, everything I wanted was there. I have a sentient robot. Now, this robot doesn't know how to love, but it does know how to raise a child. And that's great. No kidding. To those who have fully actually mastered bot building skill and collected all those things and reverse engineered those nanites, heaven bless you. Now I have doomed the world. What? What? It's a robot nanny. It's Bottler. He's too sweet. Too nice. He won't rule the world. I'm proud of Roberta. It's nice that she's finally found... Hello, Tay. Welcome on in. How's my day? My day's going well. I built a Robert. His name is Bottler. He's adorable. And is currently going to be one of the Sims in Season 2. And that's the second Lifetime Wish we've finished today, given that we finished Tad's earlier. And so that just leaves Axamin and Ronnie's. But better, Kraken, remember. Bottler can learn things faster, better, smarter, stronger. You know, anything that Daft Punk said, Bottler can do. I actually want to test this out. I want to... Ooh. I'm going to take Bottler to the gym with Toby and Brian and see how quickly it learns the athletic skill. And maybe I make Bottler a pro athlete. We're coming to you live from WYXL 97.9 FM. What? Kraken, it shouldn't scare you. Remember, be obsequious to robots now so that later when they take over, they'll be nice to you. Create 2 plummet. No, I'm not making another one. Girl, you crazy? I don't think so. Oh my gosh, look at Bottler. Look at him walk. Oh, he's amazing. Okay. So yeah, I want to take Bottler to the gym. Because he can learn. He's allowed to learn. All right. And Brian, you wake up. You don't need to be asleep. Who told you you can sleep? It's 8 a.m. Wake up. And Toby, also please. Oh, Toby's a werewolf right now. Great. Good. Yeah. No, Momokona, that's totally fair. I'd probably, yeah. No, I'd probably say, you know what? The future doesn't need me anymore. We're good. Alright, Bottler, just, why don't you dance while you wait? Because, Brian and Toby gotta get here. Sure. Look at Bottler go! Ooh! Ooh! Love the werewolf jokes. Ooh, and the slide. Get it, Bottler? Okay. So... train Bottler. Perfect. Toby, when you get here... Oh, wait. I need to probably stop Bottler from... Ooh, Bottler, go! Oh, she got new werewolf hair. Okay. Work out, Bottler. Toby, you are going to train Bottler. And then Brian, you are going to train Bottler. Toby, honey, Toby. Help Bottler. Your best friend. This is quite the pair. Mavocado? Oh, right. Graduation. Sorry. Bottler, I'm so sorry. Oh, Bottler's going... Oh, everyone's going to... Well, we'll come back to this. We'll be right back. But it's time for Toby to... I forgot that this was happening today. And I'm so proud of my... Well, not my, but Ronnie's werewolf daughter, who is also evil. But still wants to entertain sick kids to become a celebrity. Again, evil, but... I could probably finish her lifetime wish. Oh look, Ronnie's here. Good. She was kind of absent in her daughter's life, so this is... I'm glad. Oh, look at Bottler all dressed up. Bottler's my favorite character in the... Who are you? Why are you here? Who are you? Man, Scarlet dressed up. Yeah, Zach Whipsnake. I mean, I'm guessing with a name like that, who's like, where's your 18? Yeah. That seems like his whole deal. That's one of the most disgusting things I've ever said. Never do that. Oh, look. Barrington had an issue. Bye, Barrington. It is, Togepi, it is. And, you know, good for them. You know, they can still come together as a family? Question mark? Also, I wonder. Oh, well, I mean, creator, sure, it should say mom. Roberta's definitely Bottler's mom. So how do these traits work? Transform your simple domestic bot into a breathtakingly efficient dynamo. No matter the task, your bot will excel at it. Increased performance in professional settings and bot competitions, faster skill learning and superior harvesting results, longer battery life, and decreased what? Decreased maintenance needs. What was Toby's lifetime wish? Toby's lifetime wish is lifestyle of the rich and famous. She wants to reach celebrity level 5 and be worth at least 100,000 simoleons. And so she has half of that. Though, my hope is that she doesn't achieve that before we send her off to Season 2. Classmates voted her most artistic. Fun. She is a master painter? Close. She's level 6. Okay. Father Honey, you're going back to the gym now, and Brian and Toby are coming with. Parce que c'est le temps pour the exercise. No, go here. Great. Okay, Toby, train, Butler. Brian, train, Butler. I want to see just how fast this goes. Because with efficient and limitless learning, Butler should be a skill-gaining machine. No pun intended. Let's watch this. Oh, and he's also got full mastered advanced technology. Very nice. So Butler can ride a jetpack like nobody's business. Oh my gosh, look at how fast he's learning level 1 athletic. It's just a constant build. So, memory serves. Toby was able to get to level 5 athletic by the end of her first workout. We're going to see if Bottler can do better. Oh, yeah, everyone's favorite. That's totally how I feel about Elena. You know, I totally love it when she shows up practically naked on my lawn. Because she decided to use my pool. Okay. So Bottler got to 3.5. So all of his bonus... Wait a second. Can he go again? Oh, he doesn't get fatigued. Oh my gosh. He doesn't get fatigued, so he can just keep going. Rain Bottler! Boy, don't go home. Who told you to go home? Train Bottler. Oh my gosh. This is why Robertson... What? I said train Bottler. And you. Train Bottler. Come on now. Oh, no, okay. So he is, even if he doesn't have the fatigue thing, he is fatigued. Okay, never mind. I lied. Well, it's good for Bottler to make friends, though. Debate Plumbot rights. With Toby? Oh, that's not a good idea. Toby will take the position antithetical to yours just because she's evil. See? But Brian, surprisingly pro Plumbot rights. Well, maybe not surprisingly. Brian's a good guy. Da-da-dum. I feel like I've read that book, Mompacata. So, I think here's where this leaves us. We've now got a nanny bot that I can use next time to help me raise Tad and Mahmoud's eventual child, who I intend to adopt. We are past 10 o'clock. I know we're not quite the 3 hours because I started late, but we're past 10 o'clock, and we definitely have accomplished what I wanted to today in making... Scarlet, where did that run? Hold on. Scarlet, what was that? Oh, she's being chased by Ralston. Oh, that was adorable. Did you see that, though? She was like... She is, like, best friends with Ralston. They love each other. I love it. And she did that in a full ball gown. I'm pretty sure she's wearing heels under that, too. That ain't impressive, I don't know what is. So, folks. I've had a wonderful evening. I hope you have too. I'm going to set y'all on a raid presently. And that raid is going to be to Luina, who is playing The Sims 4. See you next time. Blood, of course. But thank you all for a very fun night. And thank goodness we finally finished Roberta's Lifetime Wish. Oh my gosh. Was hers a headache and a half? Or 3/4 even. See you, Eddie. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Ollie, all wonderful. And I hope you will go and say hello to Luina. Alright. That'll be it for you. See you tomorrow for the finale of Final Fantasy X. Good night, everyone.